Hey, what's up, family? This for any and all new home buyers or people that's bought property already. I'm gonna title this video here for make you more aware. So we're gonna title this one here, virtual reality. Home buyers, buying homes through virtual reality. Does it make sense? Buying homes through virtual reality. One thing I would stress, I will keep this video very short and direct. Do not buy any property, or do not be convinced to buy any property just because you've seen virtual reality of that property and you were impressed, because the virtual reality that they showed you, the perception that it gave off made you be like, oh wow, that's so nice. And as always, I love to give you a word of the day. So yes, that's the word of the day, perception. You look up the word perception, it means the ability to see, hear, or become aware of something through your senses. See, so through virtual reality, you've seen what it looks like. You even heard in the house. You said, I'm aware of what it looks like. Nah, do not buy a property unless you actually been there personally and you got to be in the place. You see it and can feel it with your hands. Don't fall for this virtual reality purchase, because if you do, you're going to regret. There's a high probability you're going to regret it in the long run. I could give you nightmare stories of people who lived in one state and through a virtual reality looked at a property all the way in 10 states over. Now they had the perception through virtual reality to say, wow, that place is nice. It's just what we want. But see, here's where the problem starts. They just showed you everything to give you the perception that it's a beautiful place. But you wasn't there personally to see. There was outside, on the outside of the house, there was termite tunnels. You seen the foundation leaning on the house on the outside. You may have seen some, when you go there personally, because you fall for the virtual reality, but when you go there personally, you see there's roof damage. See, the virtual reality is not going to show you this. Inside the house, one of the tallest, if not both or three of the tallest, well, how many bathrooms? There may be a plumbing issue. Virtual reality is not going to show you that. Virtual reality is not going to flush your toilets, run the shower, run the bathtub, run the water. Remember what I told you on one of my old videos, how to find plumbing leaks. So you could run, here's the thing a lot of people don't know, you could run a shower and there's times when you could, plumbing is not done properly, where you could run a shower and there will be no leak. But a true test is what's called a pressure test. See, so now, like I said, you can run that shower, there's no leak. But fill up the bathtub, fill up that kitchen sink, fill up that bathroom sink. Now when you fill it up, and now you release the plug, that's pressure. And now when you run pressure in that same kitchen sink, bathroom sink, or tub, that same tub that you ran the shower in, there wasn't no leak. A true leak is when you run that water all at once with pressure. Now all of a sudden there's a leak. Virtual reality will not show you this. Virtual reality will not, see, it'll show you, it'll give you the perception, as I said, to make you think, oh wow, I seen the video, man, it sounded nice, see, hear, and make you aware, oh, this is nice. It gives you the sense to think that through senses, but you gotta be there. Don't ever buy a property if you just got virtual reality. You're gonna be very upset in the long run. There's a high probability you're gonna be very upset. You think virtual reality, they're not gonna show you how you got the neighbor that lives next door who's always working on his old 1985 Chevy and making all kind of noise all the time. Yeah, that's your neighbor. Virtual reality not going to show you. Remember that property we went to way back in the days, babe? It was a nice house, lovely house, right? But the neighbor had a farm. The neighbor had pigs, it had chickens, it even had a peacock. So you know what that means? With all them chickens, it's going to be early in the morning, every morning, we're going to be hearing, cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo, every morning. After a while, you're going to get tired of 5 o'clock in the morning, sun come up or whatever, you're going to be hearing, cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo, every morning. You're going to be like, yo, man, what the heck? Eventually, that will get on your nerves. You think virtual reality is going to show you that? No, it's not. Remember that one you told me, you said you seen one yourself, babe, where you said the people, they bought the property, virtual reality, but then when they went down to the place, they actually purchased it. And it turns out it was like that one. They only had 3 chickens. 3 chickens turned to 20 chickens. Yeah. And they had to leave their windows closed because the guy property, all the livestock he had, the foul stench of smell was coming in the house. Virtual reality is not going to show you that, folks. Trust me when I tell you, if you're going to buy a property, virtual reality is nice, but you need to go there in person. You need to see the neighbor. You need to see the house. You need to touch the doorknobs. You need to look at the roof. You need to go in the house. You need to feel the floor. You need to flush the toilets, run the water. You need to check the doorknobs, the windows, see everything on it. You need to see the neighborhood for yourself. Virtual reality will leave out so much that your perception based on that virtual reality will give you the delusion that this is a wonderful place. And that isn't always a story. I'm sure I'm only giving you a tip of the iceberg of many people could give you nightmare stories of virtual reality purchases. See, a lot of times people will have a possible purchase that they're going to purchase a house through virtual reality, and it's their dream house. But when they actually get the house, their dream house turns into a nightmare. They didn't know the neighbor next door is always making all this noise, working on vehicles and just tearing the street up. They didn't know that the neighbor over here got a farm and making all kind of noise with the animals, and it's a stench smell coming through. They didn't know that the house had all these problems, even brand new houses. So in closing, what I would highly encourage anyone, a virtual reality is nice. It's one step, but it's not the only step. If you're going to go through a virtual reality possible purchase, make a virtual reality one step, but it's a minor step. Your bigger steps is to actually go there, make time to go there in person. Then you're wiser. Because now you're dealing with the old axiom that says what? When you know better, you do better. Thanks for listening. Peace.